We are live, the final stream of the week ahead of the Zurich Classic. Going to go through some interview quotes, some bets, some DFS plays, go over the cards, final thoughts, and yeah, shouldn't be too long of a show. Repeat some of the things I've said this week, answer any questions that pop up in the chat, and yeah, let's just rock. Let's just rock. Let's talk about the Zurich. We'll start with a few quotes, nothing too crazy, but some overwhelming narratives that most of the guys said, most of the guys agreed with. Talking about the golf course, they said in years past the golf course has been a lot softer. They saying it's playing a bit firmer this year. So what I would say is if you have any, I don't change anything you're doing. Like don't make it an overwhelming course. Like a narrative for how the course is going to play, but if you're stuck on a team, go with the team that's better iron players. I'll just keep it as simply as that. You're stuck on Team A versus Team B. Go look at their strokes gain approach over the last 20 rounds. Just go with Team B, the team that has better iron player, because they said on and around the greens is playing a lot firmer than it has in years past. But at the end of the day, this is a week to free ball, go with your gut, get a little different, and just have fun with it because the stats are, you can throw them out the roof. There's going to be so much variance this week. Everyone is going to be aiming at every single pin, trying to make a birdie on every single hole because they know them or their partner can try to scramble for par. Odds are in their favor and that they could save par on that given hole. So just throw it all out. But the greens are playing firmer. The Fitzes, they talked about how they really enjoyed this week last season and they feel more comfortable as a team this year. Specifically, Alex talked about what I said. I thought he'd feel more comfortable after he had a year of professional golf under his belt, and he went with that. He was like, "Yeah, I played well at Corrales last week. I played well in Europe the past few months, and Alex Fitzpatrick should be ready to roll with his brother this week." So I bet him, and I guess I'll talk about why I bet him. It was basically that. I mean, that's basically that. Like I think they played well last year. Matt is going to do everything he can to will his brother onto the PGA Tour. And if they get that win, that will do a really great job in doing so. So their quotes kind of backed up what I was saying all week. I'm high on the Fitzes this week in every single market, DFS, betting, matchups, whatever you want to do. I like the Fitzes this week for sure. I think that you can honestly fade this 10K range. There's one team in the 10K range I like a lot, and we'll talk about them right now. It's Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry, kind of going under the radar a little bit in terms of ownership. But at the end of the day, I don't see these two coming here to missing the cut. And then once the cut is done, they made the cut on the weekend, like they're gamers. They're off to the races in this weak field. So I'm really high on these two, honestly. Like my DFS lineups are done, and I don't think I could squeeze them in. But I mean, I might be able to squeeze them in. I'm gonna see if I could squeeze them into my DFS lineups because I really do like their chances this week. We'll see. The thing is, how I do it is I play my DFS lineups as my first round leader plays. So I'll talk about them right now. I have my bets: Matt McNeely, Matt Fitzpatrick, Austin Eckroat, Thomas Dietrich, Garrick Higo, Justin Suh, and their partner. I like all of those as DFS plays, except for Eckroat and Goddard and except for Dietrich and McIntyre in terms of ownership, stuff like that. Whereas the DFS plays that I added to this list are Andrew Putnam and partner, Adam Hadwin and partner, Matt Wallace and partner, JJ Spawn and partner, Austin Smotherman and partner. I have room to add Rory McIlroy to this list, I think. I mean, yes and no. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with my gut and not do it, but I really like it's a true last man off the card situation. I really, really like Rory and Shane first round leader, and I really, really like Rory and Shane to be a great DFS target over the weekend. They talked about Rory. This was his first time here. His first time in Bourbon Street. He said he's going to go check it out, buy a t-shirt or whatever, but he doesn't want to spend more than 30 minutes down there. And I think that's important because I talked about this week, like Shane Lowry on Bourbon Street. He could definitely have a little fun this week, but he's with Rory. They partnered up. They talked about it during the Ryder Cup. They wanted to do this, and then Shane gave Rory a call in December, and they confirmed. So they have a ton of experience together. Maybe get ready for the Olympics too. I think these guys are here to win. These guys are here to play good golf, and that's even if like they were here for a business trip. I mean, here for a fun weekend in New Orleans. They're good enough alone to be drunk on the golf course and still make the cut. And then once they make the cut, I think it's game on, like with those two. So they're going to be under-owned in this 10K plus range. I think they're a great target. You can build around, you can build with them. So I love them from a DFS point of view. Parker and Pearson Cootie said this is their first time really playing in a team setting. Obviously, they played together in college, but not the same. So I think they're a little bit too chalky in the 6K range. I think they're a good fade if you can. So I'm going to be off the Cootie train this week. And then Davis Riley and Nick Hardy talked about how the golf course is just a bit firmer than it was last year. So emphasize that iron play a little bit more. They said it's a second shot golf course as well. So talked about Fitz, talked about the Fitz and the Fitz brothers, Mav McNeely and Tom Hoagie. It just feels like a spot where Mav McNeely breaks through in this like kind of bullshit event with Tom Hoagie. We can't forget Tom Hoagie's won a team event before with Sahith Theegala. So we got to remember that Tom Hoagie knows how to win these types of events. And I do like him with Mav. Mav's going to give him the driver. Tom's got the irons, and then they can both get high on the greens. Mav's a great putter. Tom's a streaky putter. Austin Eckroyd and Chris Gotterup. I bet him at 41-1. Honestly, not my favorite bet, but I'm just so high on Chris Gotterup's ceiling. I think he could finish top 5 in a regular PGA Tour event. Should be more comfortable with Austin Eckroyd. He's got that PGA Tour win already. Austin Eckroyd will play out of every fairway, while Gotterup gives really high-end upside with the driver on the holes he's driving. If they set it up well, get Gotterup teeing off on those par 5s, get Eckroyd teeing off on the par 3s, they could definitely make some noise. Both are flashy with the putter, both Oklahoma guys. If the wind pucks up a little bit, which it's looking like it's going to pick up, these guys could be live. Thomas Dietrich and Bob McIntyre. Thomas Dietrich, really good driver. Bob Mack, really good tee to green player. Thomas Dietrich, great putter. Bob Mack, not a great putter. I think that fits well together. Thomas Dietrich, great par 4 player. Bob McIntyre, great par 5 player. Add those two together. And these Europeans really want it. These Europeans really want to they're passionate about team golf. So I like Dietrich and Mac, bet them at 60-1 and 66-1. I bet Ryan Fox and Garrick Higo. Talk about a potential President's Cup duo that wants to make some noise, kind of off the radar for the President's Cup right now. But if they go out and win this event, they're right in the mix for the President's Cup. A New Zealander and a South African, but they can both absolutely bomb the ball off the tee and get super hot with the putter. I know that's not necessarily the greatest course fit for TPC Louisiana, but throw the stats out the window. You just want vibes, guys who can just make a ton of birdies, and these two can. Ryan Fox is like the king 3-under through 3 guy, so I love that vibe. He's going to go at every single flag. And finally, I bet Justin Suh and Rico Hoy. Rico Hoy is truly the best ball striker of the 6K range this past year and the best ball striker of any 2023 Korn Ferry Tour graduate, while Justin Suh's been around the block and his only thing he's been good at consistently is putting. Rico Hoy, horrendous putter, great ball striker. Pair him with Justin Suh, great putter. It looks like a match made in heaven. These two guys play out of Vegas together. These two guys also played college golf at USC, so they're very comfortable with each other. Strokes gained California. I love it. Let's go with Rico Hoy and Justin Suh. Talk about Andrew Putnam and Joey Highsmith, Joey Bucket Hats. Shout out my boy Adam at DG Betting, Vinceric's pod. Go check it out. Great insight there. Got me on this team. I did not know that these two boys are both from the same town in Washington. I didn't know that they both went to college at Pepperdine. Obviously, Andrew Putnam's a little bit older, but them being from the same town in Washington, they've definitely known each other growing up. Just good vibes. That's all I'm looking for. Good vibes. So I bet him first round leader. Definitely guys who could take it low. Andrew Putnam loves the first round. Just go out and train a ton of putts. While Joey Bucket Hats has shown some flashes on some easier golf courses. It was Puerto Rico. He was up there too. Adam Hadwin, Nick Taylor. Everyone's on them this week, and I bet him first round leader. They both have. Adam Hadwin has a 59 in his career. Nick Taylor shot 63 or 62 this year. Another team that's on the President's Cup radar. So they were looking to play good this week, and a fast start with looking for birdies tomorrow in best ball. Them two can definitely pour in a ton of birdies. JJ Spawn and Hayden Buckley on nobody's radar this week, but I think they're truly underlooked, and they are a team who Not really this year. They're not playing their good golf, but I just think they're underpriced, truly. So I think they're a great DFS play, and 90-1 first round leader, like they can get scorched earth a little bit and get hot with the putter. A little shot on them. And then Mac Meisner and Austin Smotherman. Austin Smotherman loves a first round. Austin Smotherman is a Thursday king, at least in his short PGA Tour career. He's not even a member right now. But Mac Meisner is. Mac Meisner finished T10 at Valero, and he's got great ball striking numbers. This guy's gained 3+ ball striking 4 or 5 times this year, and that's saying something as a Korn Ferry Tour graduate, as a 6K golfer. So I like them too, and as a DFS play, yeah. So those are the plays. Those are the bets. Those are the narratives. Those are the final thoughts. I really do think this tournament is going to be fun. Going into the week, I was like, Zurich, we know what we're getting. It's kind of a boring week, but looking at some of these pairings, they're a lot of fun. Like, some of these pairings are a lot of fun, and I think usually it's a compelling finish. Like 3 years ago, Louis and Chara went in the water. Last year, Davis and Nick Hardy had to yield off the Canadians who were making a Sunday charge, and Cantlay and Xander. Like, this is usually a fun finish. It's never like a runaway like we've seen the past, I guess, few weeks in some of these golf tournaments. But I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for Sunday. It should be a good event. You guys know where to find me. Any questions, reach out. But good luck on your bets. Good luck in your DFS lineups. And I will catch you guys Sunday night, whatever, with the CJ Cup. So see you then. Have a great week.